How y'all doing, family? This is Chris Fry with Media TV, and I'm gonna be coming to you on these news uh, about the food boxes idea criticism. This came out February 16th, 2018 at 12 p.m. And I'll get into it. Hold on, family. It says Washington AP, the Trump administration. Hold on, family. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Washington AP, the Trump administration is pushing what it calls a bold new approach to nutrition assistance, replacing the traditional cash on card that food stamps recipients currently get with a pre-assembled box of canned foods and other shelf stable goods dubbed America's Harvest Box. Office of a Management and Budget Director Mick Mulvaney likened the box to a meal kit delivery service and said the plan can save nearly $130 billion over 10 years. But the idea tucked into President Donald Trump's 2019 budget has caused a firestorm, prompting scathing criticism for Democrats and nutrition experts who said its primary purpose is to punish the poor. Basically, what they're trying to do. So, the main goal is to alleviate food insecurity, and the reason SNAP is so successful is because it gives low income families the anatomy and dignity to make their own food choices, said Craig Gutterson, a professor in agriculture strategy at the Department of Agriculture and Consumer Economics at the University of Illinois at Urbana. Champaign Gunderson said people will leave the program as a result of the shift. SNAP, the Supplemental Nutrient Assistance Program, is the official name for the food stamp programs. All of a sudden, you're saying we don't trust you to make the right decision for your family. It's demeaning and it's patronizing. This is pro-hunger because people will leave the program, Gutterson said. Of course they'll leave the program because basically what they're doing, they're telling the people that's on food stamps and stuff like that you're not eating the right foods, and basically they're gonna dictate what foods you get and what foods you don't get and stuff like that. So it's kind of like you're on a program, but they telling you what you can get and what you can't get. It's not like how they had it before when you had the food stamp card and you go get whatever you would like to get and stuff like that. So a lot of people is taking criticism is going at the president for that because they want to dictate what they get and what they don't get. So under the proposed plan, households that receive more than $90 in SNAP benefits each month, roughly 81% of households in the program, or about 16.4 million, will be affected. It says Agriculture Secretary Sonny Perdue called the box a bold, innovative approach to providing nutritious food to people who need assistance feeding themselves and their families. But the proposal doesn't include any concrete details about how much the program would cost or how it would be implemented, saying only that states would be given flexibility to distribute the boxes through existing infrastructure, partnership, and or directly to residencies through commercial and or retail deliveries. That's gonna cost extra just delivering the boxes. Now my thing is, what if people don't even get their box? Because you know people gonna steal. You know they're gonna steal. They're not gonna deliver everything that's in a box that's really supposed to be in a box. So you still gonna have people stealing as well. So, and they're not even saying how much it's gonna cost for all this to actually happen. They just throwing out a number talking about it's gonna save 130 million or something like that, like they say. whatever the damn number is. But let me get back into it. It says, sorry, family. Lawmakers say that they aren't even sure where the idea came from. Yeah, we know where it came from. It came from the goddamn Trump administration. That's where it came from. Republican Jim McGovern, DMAS, the ranking member of the House Nutrition Subcommittee, called the proposal a cruel joke that came out of nowhere. He said despite having numerous hearings on SNAP, Monday's budget was the first time he heard about the food box proposal. I don't even know how to implement it. Who would distribute these boxes? He said. How would we do this? Do they anticipate recipients getting them at supermarkets? In addition to being a cruel and demeaning and awful idea, it's just not practical. So basically they're saying, like, how would they even implement it? Who would distribute the boxes? Like I was saying, and how would they do it? They don't even know how they're going to do it. Republican Jim McGovern just said he didn't even know that they was going to do this until he came in Monday, and then this the first time he hearing about food box proposal. So like I'm saying, like I said again, who's going to be distributing these food boxes and stuff like that? People are going to steal even more. Only the poor is going to be hurt from this program. You feel what I'm saying? And then some of the foods, they're really not going to be getting everything that they really need. Because if you're going to, I just don't understand. If you're going to start some program like this, if you're going to start a program like this, you need to have specific details on who's going to be responsible for what, who's going to be delivering it, who's going to be in charge, how it's going to be delivered, when it's going to be delivered. You feel what I'm saying? When will people get their boxes? What area code is going to get their boxes on such and such a day and such a time and stuff like that. So they don't even have all these plans laid out. So it's getting, it's just getting even more crazier, family. But let me get back into it. Say the spokeswoman for House Agriculture Committee Chairman Mike Conaway, Republican Texas, sorry family, said the committee has held 21 hearings and invited 80 experts to speak about SNAPs and the preparations of the forthcoming farm bill, and the idea of a food box was not once discussed. Family, did y'all hear what I just said? Let me read this. Let me read this passage again. A spokeswoman for the House Agriculture Committee Chairman Mike Conaway, I don't know, it might be Republican Texas, but I'll just say our Texas, said that the committee has held 21 hearings. They have 21 hearings and invited 80 experts. Now, family, we need to know who is these damn 80 experts. Who are these 80 experts? You feel what I'm saying? So that's another thing we need to find out. To speak out about SNAP and its preparation of the forthcoming farm bill. All right. Now, who is these 80 experts? It should be the people that been on SNAPs should be speaking on this shit. Not no fucking 80 experts that's not even on the fucking SNAP shit. You understand what I'm saying? And then it says, and the idea of a food box was not once discussed. So if you had 21 hearings and you had 80 experts and the food box wasn't even discussed, not even once, who the fuck came up with this shit? Who the fuck came up with this shit? And it had to been the Trump administration. Had to be. Because what they're doing now, family, they're trying to find ways for them to pay for this $1.5 trillion fucking rich tax cut that they did, and they gotta cut programs to actually make sure it go back to paying the tax cuts that's going on right now. So, all right. Then it says an agriculture department spokesman said the idea was developed internally, but didn't provide further details on the brainstorming process. Mavani credited it to Purdue. Like I said in the beginning, family, how are you going to say, okay, we're going to change the food snap program and start giving out food boxes, but you didn't even provide any brainstorming of the details of how it's going to be ran and who's going to be giving it out and when it's going to be given out and who's going to be distributing all these food boxes and stuff like that. They didn't say. They just said, okay, we're going to go to food boxes and talking about it's going to save $131 million, $130 billion, or whatever the fucking shit it is. I don't believe they fucking ass. I don't believe they ass not one fucking bit, because the government always lie. Always lie. You feel what I'm saying, family? And it says, Michigan Senator Debbie Stabenow, top Democrat on the Senate Agriculture Committee, said the food box idea isn't a serious proposal and is clearly meant to be a distraction from this administration proposed budget that fails our families and farmers. The Michigan Senator Debbie Stabenow, top Democrat on the Senate Agriculture Committee, said she says a distraction. But my thing is, it may be a distraction, but these people are fucking serious about doing this damn food box bullshit. You feel what I'm saying? So we'll just have to see how they're gonna carry out with this food box program. It says the proposal is part of a broader plan to gut the SNAP program. Like I said, family, in the beginning, they want to gut the SNAP program because they want to cut it so they can have that money going back into the government so they can pay for that $1.5 trillion tax cut that Trump originally did for the rich. And it says reducing it by roughly $213 billion, nearly 30% over the next decade. The plan also proposes tightening work requirements for recipients. And see what I'm saying? The plan also proposes tightening work requirements for recipients. So if you're going to tighten it even more, so damn near, like I said, family, people going to start starving. Well, they already starving right now. It's really going to get even worse, because if you're going to tighten it on the work requirements as well, they might say, you feel what I'm saying? They might say, okay, if you're working 25 to 30 hours or 35 hours, they might say, okay, if you're getting more than $10 an hour or whatever, oh, you can only get this certain little amount of box food and this certain little amount of SNAP money on your card. Well, they already been cutting the fucking the amount on the damn food stamp card already. You feel what I'm saying? So if you're gonna be even more stricter on work requirements and the food as well, you might as well cut the whole damn program. Because everybody is not going to be able to acquire. Everybody will not be able to. They won't be able to apply because they won't fit the requirements. You feel what I'm saying? Nobody can't survive off of $10 an hour. So they need the food to feed their families and their children and stuff like that. So if you're gonna get even more stricter on work requirements just for you to so you can fit the SNAP program, man, a lot of people, like I said, family, but mainly it's gonna hurt more whites than black families, but some black families still gonna be hurting as well. But you know what I'm saying, you already know we know how to make it work at the same time. But it's still fucked up either way, you feel what I'm saying? Because some black families, you never know, what everybody's situation is. And this one of the programs that, people need and need help and stuff like that. But the Trump administration don't give a fuck about nobody, and the government don't give a fuck about nobody as well. But and get back into the story, family. So it says Matt Nock, president of Hunger Relief Network Feeding America, called it an unworkable solution in search of a problem. Of course it is, because it's not gonna fix shit. And it says SNAP is an efficient program that's already utilizes a grocery system, of course, because grocery stores, the SNAP money that they get from the grocery cart, it helps them, they get the money and stuff like that, so they can keep bringing in more foods and stuff like that people need to get, you know what I'm saying, and need to cook with and help them with. But the fucking government don't give a fuck. Not said it's a program that expands and contracts as the economy expands and contracts as well. It's flexible, timely, and efficient, and converting a sufficient portion of it to an adequate program where boxes are delivered and simply unworkable. Like I said, family, who's to say all these boxes will have everything that they're saying? And I don't trust the fucking government giving me any damn type of fucking... And look at this shit. Look at this shit. Beef in a can? I don't want no fucking beef in a can. That shit might be fucking poison. And I don't want no fucking milk that's like that. Fuck that. Fuck that. Fuck hell no. But family, I just want to report this about the food boxes that's going on right now. And family, y'all have a good night. Love y'all. And I'll talk to y'all later.